everyone, welcome to another day of Bookmas. I'm Alice and I'm here with a big October-November book haul because I've got some hauling to catch up on. The most fun thing about this book haul is that I have no idea how many books I'm about to haul. I have not bothered working it out beforehand. I'm just diving straight into this. We're going to haul them all. I'm going to count them at the end. We will see how we go. I did not do a book haul in October because my mental health went vroom, and then my mental health stayed very low. And we're just creeping up a little bit, which is why we thought we would get on with Bookmas. We would get on with doing some videos that we've missed out on and videos we need to catch up on. And hauls are one of those. So, come on a journey with me into the land of many books purchased, no books read, because we have not read a single book in the last 2 months, and we have bought a whole floor's worth. Come with me. I'll start you off with some books that you will have probably already seen from us, and these are children's books. These are Curiosity books. We do a Curiosity unboxing every month, and I have either Sophia or Ezra or both of my babies with me, and we open our book box and we enjoy it. So in October they had I'm Sticking With You 2 by Smriti Halls and Steve Small, The Planet in a Pickle Jar by Martin Stanev, The Spots and the Dots by Helen Bow and Marion Duchars. And then in November, they had Ella's Nightlights by Lucy Fleming, which is one of the most gorgeous picture books I think I've ever seen. This is absolutely stunning. The Tale of the Valiant Ninja Frog by Alistair Chisholm and Jez Toya, which is one of the funniest book titles I think I've ever seen. Looking for a Jumpy by Tracy Baptiste and Amber Wren. Ezra did say that this one was his favourite one in that video, and then changed his mind quickly. So who knows if it was his favourite or not, but this one is stunning as well. And thank you, Curiosity, for always making some amazing picks. I'll finish hauling children's books first. So we've got a few more that we got for the babies this month. We got some books in a charity shop that are based off of songs. So this is Perfect Day, which is based off of a song by Lou Reed. And this is Race for the Prize, which is based off of a song by the Flaming Lips. Sophia liked the illustrations on them. We haven't had a chance to read them yet, but she would not let us leave the shop without them. And they were £3 for £1. So we also got, bumpty bumpty boo, cat selfies. Because she loves cats. This is by Charlie Ellis. It's literally just cats that have taken selfies, and it's a book filled with them. Sophia loves it. Sophia loves cats. Meow. We also got a whole stack of Mr. Men books. Some of these are ones that we were missing because we bought a few months ago. I'll link it. We got 3 massive boxes from a jumble trail, and they were missing some. So we found some of the ones that we were missing, which include Mr. Grumble and Mr. Strong. And we also found some other ones that we know we definitely don't have, so we just grabbed them while we were in there. And those include, apparently Mr. Small, which I'm now thinking might have been accidentally put in this pile because I'm pretty sure we already had him, but maybe not. Little Miss Sunshine and the Wicked Witch, Mr. Men Birthday Party, Little Miss Stubborn and the Unicorn, Little Miss Trouble and the Mermaid, Mr. Strong and the Ogre, Mr. Men The Night Before Christmas, nice and seasonally appropriate, Mr. Happy and the Wizard, Little Miss Shy and the Fairy Godmother, and Little Miss Naughty and the Good Fairy. We also got a stack of the Underpants books by Claire Friedman and Ben Court. These are favourites in our household. We got Pirates Love Underpants because we've only got a small copy of it so far, and it's nice to have a big copy. We got Aliens in Underpants Save the World, Monsters Love Underpants, and Aliens Love Panther Claws. Again, seasonally appropriate. And last but not least, for baby books, we have That's Not My Baby, which was one that we were somehow missing, and Animals, a baby jigsaw puzzle book. So that's fun. We got both of these free in one of the book box telephone boxes. So these were good finds. What to do next? I'll do some more books that you will have seen already if you watch our videos. So we recently, as in 5 minutes ago, I filmed it and I'm just filming this now, hauled the Winter Nights trilogy by Fairy Loot by Catherine Arden. So this is The Bear and the Nightingale, The Girl in the Tower, and The Winter of the Witch. These are stunning and Fairy Loot exclusives and signed, and they have this beautiful sprayed edges. We did a full unboxing, which I will link somewhere for you if you would like to see more of these gorgeous books. We also have the books that were featured in September's Book Box Battle video. We did get a Lua Crates copy of Empire of the Vampire by Jay Kristoff. I put that safely somewhere so that the babies couldn't get hold of it because the sprayed edges were so amazing. And I don't remember where I put it. So that's not good. We've lost a very beautiful book somewhere in this house, but we will try and find it. But I've asked Sean if he can put some of the B-roll footage from our video up here so you can see it now, briefly. And we also got Link's Edge by Lyndall Clipstone from Owlcrate. This has a completely exclusive cover. It is signed and it has these beautiful end papers. We got Defy the Night by Bridget Kemerub from Fairy Loot. This has sprayed edges and it is signed. And I think it has Under the Dust Jacket artwork. Yeah. That going on in there. And we got also from Fairy Loot Beasts of Prey by Ayana Gray. Fairy Loot sometimes do 2 book boxes. This has a digital signature in it and it has an exclusive cover as well, which is really cool. And in October's book box battle, from Owlcrate we had Jade Fire Gold by June CL Tan. This has the exclusive sprayed pages. It is somewhere in here, I think, signed. And it has the Under the Dust Jacket artwork, which is absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. Like, that is just gorgeous. And has exclusive foiling on the cover as well. Ooh. We also have Fairy Loot's edition of Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber, which has the exclusive sprayed and stenciled edges with that beautiful pink colour palette. The signed page, and once again foil on the dust jacket and Under the Dust Jacket artwork. This is by Rosie Thorne, so this is extra beautiful. Still haven't read the Caramel series. Oh, also really cute end papers too. I will read them eventually, and hopefully I'll enjoy them enough to read the companion series. And last but not least, we have Iron Widow by Ziran J. Zhao, and this was featured in Illumicrate in October. This has the stenciled red edges and it has a signed bookplate and a digital signature, I think. Yeah, double dosing on the signature pages for that one for us, and it has beautiful foiling Under the Dust Jacket and some Under the Dust Jacket artwork as well. So all of the book boxes pushing the boat out this month and last month and every month really. Yeah, so if you'd like to see fuller, more detailed unboxings and all of the items that came in the boxes with those books, check out our book box battle playlist, because they're all in there. Let's move on to some other books that we got, because there are many more. These are also books that you may have already seen, because we did do a mystery unboxing. I had lots of parcels delivered. I did not bother opening those parcels. I opened all of those parcels in one big go for you, and we discovered what was in them together. And in that video I hauled House of Hollow by Crystal Sutherland. This is a signed copy that Sean got me for my birthday and forgot to give me until this month. My birthday's in April. Only 6 months late. Thanks. We also have my 1 year anniversary, because apparently that's a thing that we celebrate now, edition of The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by Victoria Schwab, which I'm not complaining about the fact that this got created because it is stunning. It has end papers that are really pretty, and it is signed, and it is foiled, and it's just so nice, and I still haven't read it, but one day I will, and hopefully love it enough to have 2 copies. Hopefully. And then we also have Aurora's End by Jay Kristoff and Amy Copeland. This is the Illumicrate exclusive. It is yellow. It is signed by both authors. It has nothing under the dust jacket. I don't know why I thought that it did, but it's cool. We have Midnight in Everwood by M.A. Kuznia. This is the adult debut by the author of The Ship of Shadows, and this is signed and personalised to Sean and I. It has beautiful end papers and a stunning indie exclusive Under the Dust Jacket foiling, which I think is absolutely gorgeous. And last but not least, for books you will have already seen, we have The House in the Cerulean Sea and Under the Whispering Door by TJ Klune. These are Illumicrate exclusives. They have the most beautiful sprayed edges that I think I've ever seen. They have absolutely, well, they're both signed, but they've got absolutely stunning Under the Dust Jacket, like on the dust jacket artwork. They're just beautiful. They're so stunning. And I still haven't finished The House in the Cerulean Sea, but when I do, I think it's going to be a new favourite because it is gorgeous. And Under the Whispering Door, just as beautiful. We've got one more book that we've bought full price in November, and that was Reprieve by James Han Matson. This is the Waterstones exclusive edition. Waterstones did spend £100 and get triple points for Black Friday, and we had lots of things we needed to pre-order, and the pre-orders don't charge until they come out. So we spent £100. But it's fine because we would have pre-ordered all of it anyway. And this is one that wasn't a pre-order, it was already out, but I had been eyeing it up and I'd borrowed it from the library, didn't have time to read it. There weren't many copies of the Waterstones exclusive left. I like sprayed things. So we did that. It's also white under the dust jacket, which looks so beautiful with that blood splatter. Yeah, I'm impressed by this one. I like it a lot. And it has maps on the end pages, so I feel like you need to read this one physically just for the maps. And now we move on to books that we either got from charity shops or we picked up free, because we're very good at finding free books that are pretty epic. So, without further ado, let me show you a heck-ton of books that we've acquired from various places. A Room of One's Own by Virginia Woolf, free, classic. Interested in reading it, haven't read it before. Karen Slaughter, The Silent Wife, and Jeffrey Deaver, The Never Game, both authors I've wanted to read more from. I think I've read one Karen Slaughter book, one Jeffrey Deaver book, but I've basically hauled all of their books because they're parts of the series and I picked them up for very cheap. These are 49p each and in brand new condition, so I'm not going to say no. 3 books that we got for free from the same charity shop, which was The French Lieutenant's Woman by John Fowles. Again, a classic. I loved John Fowles the collector. I've wanted to read The French Lieutenant's Woman, and now I have a copy of it that used to belong to somebody called Hugh, apparently. I also have The Survival Game by Nikki Singer. I read Nikki Singer's The Innocence story when I was little and I loved it, and I've wanted to read more of her writing, and I found this and it sounds cool. And Never Tell by Lisa Gardner. Again, somebody I think I've only read one book by, but it really impressed me, so I just grab hers whenever I see them, and I want to read more of them in the future. I've got a proof that I randomly found free in a phone box, which is The Beast's Heart by Leif Shallcross. I actually already have a copy of this, but I didn't want to read my proof because I didn't want to mess it up, which is stupid of me, I know. So I picked up this proof so that I could mess it up, and then I can pass it on to a friend as well, but also it's so stunning. And, like, I fought to get a copy of this. I had to, go through goodie bags at the HarperCollins, Harper Voyager, Iron Gold event until I found this so that I could get the goodie bag that I wanted. And now I have it. Anyway, which is funky. What a weird one to find randomly in the middle of Wiltshire. I've got Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertalli. This is one of my favourite books of all time. Absolutely loved it. I had the movie tie-in edition and I don't really like the cover, but I love this original cover, so I bought this. And that was only £1.50. We've got The Plague Dogs by Richard Adams. I think Sean picked this one up from somewhere. It's by the same author of Watership Down, but it's about dogs. Watership Down is good, dogs are good. This has got to be a good combination. It might be sad though. Soul of the Sword by Julie Kagwa. This is the second book in the Shadow of the Fox series. I have the third one on my Kindle. I have the first one in physical copy, so spotted this one. Want to finish the rest of the series, so we have this one now. Another one that Sean picked up, which is Out of the Silent Planet and Perilandra by C.S. Lewis. So C.S. Lewis is the author of The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe and the Narnia series. Never heard of this one, but it's a funky cover, and yeah, I haven't heard of it, but Sean's obviously interested in it. It looks like it might be short stories. Oh, it's the first 2 parts of a trilogy. Interesting. I didn't know that he'd written this. I've got Magician by Raymond D. Feist. This was recommended to me by my friend Gary, and it is chunkier than I was expecting it to be, but I'd ordered it out of the library and it took absolutely months to come in. Oh my god, I've just seen how bloody teeny tiny the font is. That is so small. But that's fine. It took ages to come into the library and I just happened to find it in a charity shop, so grabbed it and hopefully I'll enjoy it, but also I'm gonna need a magnifying glass. Oh, there's a guy called Pug in it. That's gonna be distracting. That's fine though. I also grabbed Unwind by Neil Schusterman. I love Neil Schusterman's Scythe trilogy. I've got the second and third book in the Unwind dystology, and I've never managed to find the first one anywhere. I have now. so I can actually start them. I've got Piglet in a Playpen by Lucy Daniels. I loved the animal art books when I was little and want to read them to Sophia at some point when she's a little bit older. The Sword in the Stone by T.H. White. This was another one that Sean picked up. I think he liked the cover on this one, and we actually hauled the Kindle edition a couple of months ago, but we have a physical copy too now. These two are ones that I picked up free in a phone box. 3001 The Final Odyssey by Arthur C. Clarke, because I thought it was the third book, and apparently it's actually the fourth one, but I have the first two. I'll read these eventually. And Of Matters Great and Small by Isaac Asimov, because Sean really likes Isaac Asimov, and I don't think he's read that one. And then Sean bought I, Robot by Isaac Asimov, because he's never actually owned it. He's watched the film, never owned the book, but now he does. I picked up Hyperbole and a Half by Ali Brosh. I've wanted to read this for ages. It's kind of a comic thing, but it's also like talking about, I think it's creating, about a learning experiences and character flaws. Yeah, so I've read some of this online. Really liked Ali Brosh's humour, and I really like the illustrations. But I actually mostly got this one because it's got like a whole dedication from somebody in it, and I just find books that have like personal stories that get donated, they always just intrigue my mind so much. So I was torn on whether to pick this one up or not, and then I saw that and I was sold. At the same time, in that charity shop, I also got The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren, because I've heard amazing things about this. The husband and wife get ill. They get food poisoning, I think. So the best man and the bridesmaid have to go on their honeymoon, and they hate each other. So it sounds like it's going to be quite funny. I've heard amazing things about it, and yeah, why not? Why not? It's like 50p. Don't blame me. Sean hauled these three absolutely gorgeous H.G. Wells books. I thought I'd hauled these last month, but apparently not. Time is wacky in my mind. So we've got The Shape of Things to Come, the Classic Collection 1, and the Classic Collection 2. We've got most of H.G. Wells books independently. We've already got a fancy leather-bound H.G. Wells compendium thing, but these are cute. So we have these now too. Why not? I've got the entire series of Lockwood & Co. by Jonathan Stroud. These are £1.50 each. I don't know what order they go in, but we've got The Creeping Shadow, The Hollow Boy, The Screaming Staircase, which is definitely the first one, The Whispering Skull, and The Empty Grave, which is definitely the last one. I've heard great things about these. L.D. Lipinski, who wrote the Strange Worlds Travel Agency, she really, really likes these. They really, really like these, sorry. And yeah, they're 5 books, very cheaply, whole series, and I already had the first one in really bad condition, like ex-library condition, so I have a good copy now. Yay! We've hauled 3 Stephen King books this month. We're constantly on the quest to get as many Stephen King books as we can, even though we've only read a couple of them. So this month we picked up Rose Madder, the paperback edition of The Outsider with the cool sprayed pages, which was going to be a Christmas present for Sean, but has really bad water damage at the front, so I've just given it to him already because this was free. And 11/22/63, which is thick. Not as thick as it, but thick. Also for free, also was going to be a present, but is in quite bad condition. It was The Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien, the bound up trilogy. It has in it something, it said. 1 volume edition with the index and appendices. So I don't know if that adds anything to it, but Sean likes this a lot. I don't like this a lot. I haven't read the third one yet. I'll read it eventually though. Sorry if the angle has changed. Sorry if the lighting has changed. But I realised I was going to be late for my work meeting, so I had to just cut filming in the middle of filming. So we'll finish off with the ones that I was just about to haul for you, do my Kindle books, and then we'll see how many that we've hauled in October and November. So the next one I'd like to talk about is The Witches Trilogy by Terry Pratchett. This includes Equal Rights, Word Sisters, and Witches Abroad. We have a copy of Witches Abroad that is an ex-library copy, and the first, I think, 20 or 30 pages are literally loose, like falling out. So it's nice to have a copy of this that not only is the entire trilogy in one, which makes it easier to read, but isn't absolutely falling apart, and it's also got a really cool cover design, so that's nice. We have The Wizard of Oz by L. Frank Baum. This is a classic. Everybody's heard of The Wizard of Oz, let's be honest. I don't really need to tell you what this one's about, but Sean picked this up free in a book box because the babies were interested in it. I've got Hold Up the Sky by Cixin Lui. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that terribly, but this is China's answer to Arthur C. Clarke, according to The New Yorker, and it's science fiction short stories. I'll be honest, I've never heard of it, but the cover is absolutely stunning and the spine really grabbed my attention on the shelf, and it's in brand new condition, so for just £2, I'm not going to say no. I also got, at the same day, Kings of a Dead World by Jamie Mollart. This was apparently shortlisted for the Man Booker, I think? I don't know. But it's the Earth's resources are dwindling, the solution is the sleep. So it's somebody who's in a hibernating city, and there's a disease stealing his wife. So it sounds really ominous and fascinating. And again, the design just really grabbed me. Completely white under the dust jacket again, which I don't really know why we're going for the neon green with the white at the moment, but I love the colour scheme. And it sounds really interesting. And it was £2. So who can say no? Sean picked up the next one, which is a mildly controversial one. And it is The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Suzanne Collins. So this is the companion novel to The Hunger Games that follows the President Snow, I think, when he was younger. It's like a prequel story. Oh, it's also on back to front. I was like, oh my god, it's been printed upside down. But no, it's just back to front. But it has these cool sneaky end papers and... oh, wow! Has a really cool snake on the front cover as well, which is sick. I had no idea. This is just like the standard hardback as well. But Sean found this for £2 in the same charity shop, and he's interested, even though he didn't like The Hunger Games, and I've never read it, but we will try to read that eventually. This one I got free from a free book exchange thing, and that's The Clothbound Classic of Oliver Twist by Charles Dickens. I like collecting the clothbound classics. I think I've got either 6 or 7 of them now. And this one isn't in the greatest condition, but it's still a clothbound classic and it's still absolutely gorgeous. All these little clocks on the front. And I've always wanted to read Charles Dickens, and I've owned his books in various forms over the years, and I've never read them, but maybe this one will finally be the one that I read. But probably not. Sean also picked up The Making of King Kong. He's interested in film. He likes King Kong. This is a really cool, big, old, floppy book all about the whole King Kong film, and it was $7.99, but it's like vintage and it's really cool, so I think this is kind of an early Christmas present for him. I did say I was going to keep it and give it to him for Christmas, but I forgot to take it away, so he's just got it. But hopefully he will enjoy this one. There's also 2 hardbacks that Sean surprised me with when I came home from work one day, because I pointed them out in the charity shop window for him and he went back and got them. And those are Holy Sister by Mark Lawrence, which is the 3rd and final book in the Red Sister trilogy. I don't know what the series is actually called. Book of the Ancestor. I have the first 2 in various forms, and I didn't have the last one. And it's ridiculously skinny compared to the first 2. But I've heard good things about it, but I'm not too convinced on Mark Lawrence as a person. So we'll see whether I ever pick that up. And we also picked up God's Grape by Jay Kristoff. We've got the Fancy Schmancy Illumicrate Black Sprayed Edges edition, and we haven't read it. And I'm not good at reading fancy schmancy books, so we picked up this one, which I've since discovered, like literally just now. Oh, wow. It's got like the bear under the cover. That's really cool. Bear? Wolf? Not sure, but it's cool. And this was only a couple of pounds, and it was at a charity shop, and I wanted it to read because I probably won't read my fancy schmancy copy, and then I can always pass this on to somebody who has the first one and doesn't have the second one. I've also got a couple of books that I got free on Facebook, and these are The Hunger by Alma Katsu. I'm pretty sure I've heard good things about this one, but I can't remember where I would have heard them. But it's based on a true story, and it's snowy and icy, and it looks wintry and fun at the same time as being terrifying, so I'm interested in it. I also picked up Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Everybody's heard of this. It's an interview of a person called Daisy Jones about her band The Six, and yeah, I don't really know anything else about it apart from the fact that it's told in like interview style, so it's probably going to be a really fast read, and everybody loves Taylor Jenkins Reid, so hopefully I will too. I also picked up Ash by James Herbert. Never read a James Herbert book, but I've heard that he is very good at writing horror, and I'm interested in that. And while I've been flicking through, I've just realised there's like a page that's been like cut to make a bookmark, which is so metal. But I can't see any pages that are missing, so I'm guessing this is somebody's bookmark from another book. Wow, it's like cannibalism, using the corpse of the book to hold open its pages. But yeah, I legitimately know nothing about this one, but it was free and I grabbed it. I bought The Year of the Rat by Claire Furness in a charity shop. I loved How to Disappear. How can I not remember? How Not to Disappear. I don't know how I couldn't remember the name of that because that's one of my favourite books of all time. This is her debut novel and currently still her only other novel, so I'm interested in reading it. I got 2 more books from the Redwall series, was recommended Redwall based off of a friend's recommendations, and so I picked up Hyrule Lane and Rackety Tam. I've also already got Redwall and Lord Brocktree. Have I read any of them? No. Am I going to read them eventually? So I'm just picking these up as I spot them in the charity shops because it's a really long series. Sean and I spontaneously picked up 2 books by Neil Asher. Neither of us have really heard of him, but the covers are cool, the blurbs sounded cool, and these are The Departure and Dark Intelligence. They're in perfect brand new condition. I don't know who donated these, but they obviously didn't read them. But they're ours now. We also picked up Love Your Life by Sophie Kinsella. We've read a couple of Sophie Kinsella books in the past and really enjoyed them, and this one has a dog on the front cover, so yay! Can't say no to a dog. I also picked up Shallow Song by S.J. Jones. This is the sequel to Winter Song? Yes. Which is a labyrinth retelling. This one is way shorter than the first one, and it's only a duology, so now I've got the completed series. And this one was only £1.25, and is, again, brand new condition. Can't say no. Last but not least, I got The Galaxy and the Ground Within by Becky Chambers. This is the 4th and final book in the Wayfarers series, and it has these beautiful exclusive end papers that were exclusive for the first edition, so this was a really lucky find to find in the charity shop, and again is in brand new unread condition, so you can't go wrong. Now we'll move on to the Kindle books that I hauled quickly, and then we'll do a count and see how many books we managed to acquire this month, and it is more than I want it to be. 2 months! Okay, so it's not that bad, but also it's still not great. My notes app has uninstalled. Why is the universe against me today? Waiting. Thank you, Notes app. We are all waiting. There were 5. I can remember that.
3 hours later.
101. 101 books hauled because I know I got 5 Kindle books. I just can't tell you what those 5 Kindle books were just yet. So, 101 isn't actually that bad, considering it's 2 months and not 1. So that's like 50 books a month, which is still ridiculous considering we've read nothing. But isn't as bad as hauls that we've done in the past, because we have had some humongous hauls on this channel for like 300 plus books in a month. So 102 months. Not over the moon with it, but I don't hate it either. And I think at this point I am just going to load up Amazon and just go directly to the source and tell you what books I got for my Kindle, because it is still not working. So first up, I got Diary of a Confused Feminist by Kate Weston. The reason I bought this one was because it was 99p daily deal, and I had it on my NetGalley and my copy corrupted so it wouldn't download properly. So I was never going to be able to review that one, and I want to be able to. So I purchased that for reviewing in the future. I got A Man Called Uwe by Frederick Bachman because I've heard amazing things about it. Oh, I've forgotten her name, but there's the girl who's friends with Dan Green, I want to say his name is. And she really, really likes it. It made her cry, and she's not somebody who gets very emotional about books very easily, but she recommends Frederick Bachman as an author as a whole. I'll link her channel somewhere on the screen because I don't know why I'm forgetting her name. The third book I bought was Winter's Fury by A.E. Rain. This was 77 pence. It's just like a little independently published. Sounds interesting. I thought I might as well grab it because it was so cheap. A Closed and Common Orbit by Becky Chambers, which is the second book in the Wayfarers series. So I've managed to get 2 books from the Wayfarers series in 1 month. I just need to try and get hold of the third copy at some point, and then I can read the whole thing because I've already got the first one. And also The Black Tongue Thief by Christopher Buhlman. I've never heard of this one, but it sounds kind of funny. It's like The Hobbit, but humorous. So I'm up to trying it. I just don't know what it's going to be like. And there you go. 101 books, 1 haul video. I am proud that we managed to get some really, really cool books very, very cheap this month. Like lots of brand new hardbacks, lots of free books that were in great editions. Like, it might not be great condition, but this is a great edition. I'm happy with this. So thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you'd liked it, please give it a like, and if you'd like to subscribe, we'd be super duper grateful. We're posting a video every single day in December, so you will get more content from us within the next couple of days. Probably not as long as this one, hopefully a bit less hauling because we have too many books and too little space, but I'm glad that we got these ones, and I will try to control my spending in the new year. Thank you for watching. Bye! Also picked up Shadow Song by S.J. Jones. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why do postmen knock so loudly? That was terrifying.